Hi guys, so as promised, I'm going to show you how this customer and how you can create these individual really beautiful images for your cards with image section. So what we're going to do is we're obviously going to take some placeholder images and products, but I'm going to provide you like the foundation of it and the logic behind it. So I'm just going to go in and right click this image here, and I'm just going to do another one just so we have a couple variations to work with here. I am going to do this on Canva. A lot of you guys do have Canva, so I'm going to do it on that. You do have the option definitely to do this on Photoshop as well, but I have actually myself discovered that Canva is pretty easy. Myself, I just never dabbled into it until recently. So what we're going to do is if you do have a pro, that'd be great because of the fact that there's a lot of great premium elements that come with it. So we have Pro and I really liked it a lot. So what we're going to do is we can already see that look at this image. It is a 514 by 955. So it's usually width by height. So let's go in and just replicate that image size. So what we're going to do is 514. We can just go into, I believe here, create image, and we're just going to do a custom size right down here. Just follow along. So 514 by the height of 955. We're just going to go in and create new design. So what I like to do is in my work dashboard, I just like closing out a lot of the tabs if I don't need them. So here we have a really nice image going on. And so what they have right now is kind of like this off color, gray eggshell, like white going on all of them going on. So what we're going to do is we're going to copy that. And there is a Chrome extension that I have found to be very useful actually. It's called the eyedropper. So we're going to go in and pick a color from this web. So you can literally find any hex color you want. Just hover over a color and then go into it again, and you're going to get the exact hex color to copy and paste and use. So and it's not cheating. I swear to God, it's not cheating. It's not a shortcut, really. It is kind of a shortcut, but there's so many shortcuts. Time is of the essence here. So let's go in, and this is a white canvas right now. We're just going to go in and choose my color background. And what we can do is we're just going to copy and paste that. Look, it already is creating that grayscale background. And one of the cool things that I realized about Canva is if you're going to, especially for your brand, if you have repeated colors or if you have a repeated colors and you just don't want to go back and forth in Canva and get the hex colors, you can go in and you can click in branding kit and then go in and assign all of your colors for your brand, and then you don't have to go back and forth re-inputting all your colors because that can be a lot of a headache. And Canva will then automatically, if you click on it out, you can just choose the colors you want to create your branding kit, your color palette, so to speak. All right, so let's go into this one again. I really like this one. We're just going to choose 3 different images or 3 different products here. We'll just find them as an example on Google. So let's go into skincare products, and we're just going to get something really, we'll just open this up here. We'll just get something really nice and clean. Actually, let's just, for namesake, get Road because it's super, super nice and clean. Let's just get the nice stacking one going on here. So we're just going to right image that. And then I'm going to actually save this. So we're going to save this. And then what we're going to do is in Canva, we're going to go into upload and we're going to upload images. And we're going to upload that other one that we just did here. And so what I'm going to show you right now to replicate exactly that design. Obviously, you want to change up the style on the design of it, but I want to show you the powerful tools that Canva has for you. All right, so we have this, and you can already see that there is a background with this. We're just going to go and BG remover right here through their AI, which is really cool. Look how slick that already looks. Okay, so now let's go back into this example right here. It's kind of really nice and big. They're all the same size here, so we're going to focus on this one first. So it's kind of up top. Okay, we'll click out of this. It's kind of really big, so we're just going to take the corners here and make it a bit larger. I like that a lot. Actually, it's kind of like taking almost 3/5 of it, I gotta say, here. And then now they have this like nice card shaded shade here. So, and it kind of gives a 3D shadow effect here. So what we're going to do is in Canva, we'll do another color. Okay, so it seems like this is a bit darker, just a slight darker. We're just going to go and get this color and see if it is kind of the same D66. Now, what we're going to do is go into our elements, and you do have a lot of options here: rectangle, square, lines, circles, and so forth. And they also have predefined ones as well. But what we're going to do is we're going to search for an element, and I think I'm going to do a square. But also there's graphics, there's shapes. Shapes are where you can have a free transform, so you aren't like limited to what the size of the shape is. So what I mean by that is if I was to get a graphic here, notice I can't change really the and modify and morph the shape. It's already kind of given it to me. Whereas in a shape here, what I would like, oh, look at that. That looks already so super nice. So let's hover over that and let's center it, because Canva is really great. Just like Photoshop gives you a nice grid. And so we're going to do that. And we're also going to change this color because I think the color was a bit too intense. So we're just going to go in and paste the entire thing. Look at that. I really like that. It's just a shade off of it. And what we're going to do also is create that kind of like depth in that. So let's go in and we're going to do, I think it was, again, I'm just kind of starting out as well. We're going to go into here, and there usually is a place where I can go and edit this. We have position, we have edit. Okay, so edit is the shape of it. Let's go back into here. I'm able to go in and let's see if animate is the one. I don't want to animate this, but I do want to, let's see, click on it here. Let's see, copy style. There's a place I should be able to go in and, oh, there's a text. That's why. Okay. Let's go in. And first, let's go in and position this forward or backwards. So I want backwards. Kind of gives that nice style going on right there. Let's go into here again. And then at the bottom, there's a little drop shadow. And then at the top behind it, there's some like abstract colors. And I realized that with a lot of searches, with a lot of like going in and searching, you can just go and click on abstract. So abstract, and it'll provide for you a lot of cool graphics here that you can use. So you'll notice some of them. So I like this one actually, and we're just going to use this as an example. If you hover over that, we're just going to go in and we're actually going to position this and put this in the background itself. Kind of like a really nice soft touch. We're going to kind of center it. And I also kind of want to like enlarge it just a little bit more. Center it. And we can also change the opacity and transparency, and that's where this comes into play. And in addition to that, if you want to keep that grayscale brand going on, you have the colors right here. We'll just change it to this color, and then we can change this when selecting it. We can change it to this color. But I noticed that there's some kind of like green effect here, which I'm not seeing too much of. So filters, none. I don't want any filters going on. Maybe there's a newspaper style. Ooh, I like that going on. Okay, that's very cool. Okay, so we have that. That looks great. We're going to save that. And then we could bring this down a little more. The next thing is the text. So we'll go into here and we're going to go into T for text. And you can, search for fonts. You can also add your branding kit, so it cuts you some time. And also, you can also add like heading, subheading, body text. And in addition to that, there are a lot of preset ones as well. So we're just going to go in and we kind of want a nice, beautiful script, maybe, for example, but legible, of course. So I guess for namesake, we could do this one. And don't worry, whenever you edit a text, don't freak out that it's going to be like, for example, straight across. It is, after you click out of it, going to appear the way that it was displayed in the very first. So we're just going to do road skin, if I can spell, road skin, center it. And then we could do just like a tiny little T, and we can also just be beauty within. I have no idea. So we're just going to go, and what I'm doing also is just adjusting the font size so we can make it smaller, and then the color, and I'm only changing the color of the text and not of the whole element here. Here, then we can go into effects, and notice how there's like kind of like a quote lift to that. I don't really want the lift. So we're just going to do none, and you'll kind of see the difference. In addition to that, there's a lot of other different effects, kind of like the same with Photoshop, but in different way of grabbing it. There's a curve, there's a none, there's an echo, meaning it's a repeat of the text behind it, an outline. So we're just going to kind of do none here, and I'm going to move it up and center it, just kind of like that. And then what was the other part that we needed? I think that's about it, actually. Oh, let's see. So we're in here. It looks like this is a bit closer, actually. So what we can do also is if we like what's going on here, I'm going to go in and highlight this whole entire element, and then I'm going to click on group, which means that then I can just drag it like so. So I don't have to drag each individual element. I can drag it a bit lower because I saw that in the image itself, it was a bit lower. So I like that. And then I can go and ungroup if I want to touch upon every element as well again and re-edit it. So I'll just ungroup and notice the difference. Now, one thing is, oh my gosh, I love this so much, but all you want to do is change the kind of color palette, because that's what the other one did as well, in addition to changing the products. So notice how it's just really like the text and the color palette changing and the product itself, but you don't want to go through that whole experience again and just cut some time. What you're going to do is right over here in the middle of this section, it's a duplicate of the page. So it's an exact carbon copy of this. Now, all I need to do is just go back into here and let's do it like a really beautiful, like pastel. That's a bit too light here. So we'll just do like a really nice pink pastel kind of color here. This one's going to be the same, but we're going to do kind of like, I guess, maybe a lighter shadow of this. We'll just do a little darker of that. And then this shadow thing right over here, we can just change out the color. Now, one thing about the forward and backwards layers of Canva is if the element is directly behind the element, you can't really click into that unless you move and then click into the other element. So we're just going to go and play around with the colors here, make it a little more darker. Sometimes I feel like Canva can be a little bit sensitive with why and how they're applying the colors, which I'm not understanding sometimes why it's not applying. So what I would do then is go in and just add this, like for example, and affect and change out the opacity, because it seemed like it was the same kind of color almost. And then we'll just go in and notice how again it was overlapping, so we want to bring that to the back. And of course there's some things you want to just change out, make sure that they're all the same spacing, for example. I guess this one's a little lower and so forth. So that looks super nice and that looks super nice. So they're all basically the same. We're just going to go and change this out to the text. Maybe make this a bit darker. Oh, I like that. Super nice, actually. And this one should have been gray, actually. Ooh, so nice. So now, one of the last things I want to teach you about this is when you go and you can't just go and click download, but you can go and share, and you have so many different options. You have the download, you have public view link, print with Canva, Instagram it, brand template, presets, template link, and there's so many other options. And you can also copy link, and you can also share with other people, your graphic designers or your friends, family, if they like the design, input, and feedback. But for this, I want to download this, and you do have the options to scale it up. If you are on a premium paid version, you do have the option for it, or you can just keep it like the way it was, how we had it. You have the option for a file type PNG, JPEG, PDFs, MP4s, GIFs, and so forth. Let's go back into here, download, and then we do have the option again to download all of the pages. If you download all the pages, it becomes a zip, which you do have to uncompress. And then if you want to just select the first one or the second one individually, then just click and uncheck the checkbox, and then click done, and then download, and it will download only the quote page too. In addition to that, if you want to keep your workspace really organized, especially with Canva, because it can get a lot, you can go and categorize or title the product, the page that you're on, for example, this gray product one, and then the second one could be your pink product, for example. And then you can also title the whole project itself for like a category blocks or something like that. But that in a nutshell is how to replicate that kind of design like they are, and it just makes it for a really beautiful store. I've yet to figure out why it's not allowing me for this section to give me that kind of drop shadow effect going on with it, but we'll have to see for another time. But thank you so much. Hope you liked it.